Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the D&H Canada webinar, Building Your Business Together and Unlocking New Opportunities with Frontier. My name is Osama Khalid. I'm the Dell Business Development Manager here at D&H Canada, and joining me today is Michael Jessup, Business Development Manager and Program Manager for Frontier. Mike is going to take you through the Frontier program itself a little later in the session. And a couple of quick housekeeping notes for before we jump in as well. You'll see a Q&A window in your console, so please drop your questions in there at any point during the session, and we'll answer them accordingly. So here's what we're going to answer over the next little while. Why run your Dell business with D&H? I'll walk you through the team standing behind you, the full Dell portfolio you can source through us, and how we can protect your margin on every deal, and then also support and services that add profit to your bottom line. Then Mike will show you the Frontier program, the piece that pays you from day one, and I'll close us off with couple of simple steps. So let's get into it and run the show. Let's start with the team because everything else runs through the people. I wanted to mention one thing. I spent over about 8 years at Dell Technologies supporting the channel and the distribution business. So I know these programs from the inside. And now I bring that to work for you at D&H. But this isn't a one-person show. So behind your Dell business is a team of about 30 people across North America dedicated to Dell. Solution architects, inside sales, client and infrastructure leads, and a dedicated deal registration team. So when you have a question, you're not opening a ticket into a void and waiting. You're getting a real person in region who knows Dell and knows your business. And on most quotes, requests are turned around in about 4 hours. So that's the standard we hold ourselves to. So when you're racing a clock to get a deal registered or a configuration priced, you're not waiting a day and a half for someone to get back to you. You send it in and you have a number back the same day. So now let's talk about availability because that comes up constantly. We hold Dell stock in 2 Canadian hubs, Toronto and Vancouver. Product is positioned on both sides of the country. So you're shipping in region, not waiting on a cross-border transfer. And you're never guessing about what's on the shelf because I am sending out a stock report every single week. So you always know what's available and you can position deals with confidence before you commit to a customer. So put it all together, the people, the sub 4-hour turnaround, stock in Toronto and Vancouver, and weekly stock report in your inbox. That's what standing behind your Dell business actually looks like. So here's what the team gives you access to. The full Dell portfolio through one contact, us. On the client solution side, that's the Dell Pro lineup, Dell Pro, Dell Pro Plus, and Pro Max, Intel and AMD powered endpoints for every type of user. From the task worker to right up to the engineers running heavy workloads. One important note on the newest model in that lineup right now is that they are configured to order. So you can absolutely sell them, code them today. We just build them to the configuration your customer needs rather than pulling them off the shelf. Stock on those new model is coming in the future. And as always, my weekly stock report will tell you exactly where we stand. So if you have a customer looking at those newest models, come to us early and we'll build out the configuration and get you priced. On the infrastructure side, that's PowerEdge, servers, networking to run the modern data center side. And here's the news that I'm most excited about. Storage is now live through D&H, PowerStore, PowerVault, and Unity. That's the complete stack for you guys right now. What that means practically is that you can build your complete solution, the compute, the infrastructure, the storage, and the services to wrap around it. All sourced through one partner, one contact, one relationship. We're your one-stop shop for everything Dell. So now let's talk about protecting your money right now, because this is the single most important habit I want you to leave with today. Registering every deal opportunity through your D&H mini website. So here's what registration does for you. It guarantees the lowest market price for your client on the units you register. That's how you protect the margins you worked for and how you stop getting undercut from a deal that is being sourced from other places. So one important clarification that I want you to have and not be confused about later is an approved registration does not lock your pricing. If Dell overall pricing moves, your pricing can move with it. So what it guarantees is that you're getting the best market price available on those registered units. So the process itself is very simple. It's one short form, your information, the opportunity, and the end user details. Whether you're a registered Dell partner or not, we'll guide you through it either way. And we have a dedicated deal registration team that works alongside you. And so you're not really basically just filling out a form and hoping. We are going to be helping you out from Tandem. So start at www.dnh.ca/Dell and click deal registration, and easy peasy. It's a very easy process. You can take it from there very quickly. So, quick question for you, everyone. Where do you register deals today? A Dell portal, D&H website, or another distributor's website? Let's hear it from everyone. I'm guessing the answers will be rolling in pretty soon, but if you have any questions on that, please do let us know, and Mike and I, we can go with you guys together. All right, moving forward. Once your deal is placed, the next question is always the same. Where's my order? That's what Channel Scaler solves for you guys. So Channel Scaler is Dell's portal that gives you real-time visibility into the custom configurations to your order. So basically your CTOs through D&H. One thing is to be clear on, it covers the CTO orders placed with us. Not every order in the world. So just the ones that you place through D&H, they will be available for you once you do register. And that matters more than ever right now, just because, as I mentioned on the previous slides, the newest Pro models are configured to order today right now. So if you're selling those, this is the tool that tells you exactly where each bill stands. No guessing, no chasing me or a status update. So think of it this way. You can get a hold of anyone from D&H. It's the weekend and you've placed an order. Boom. You have access to the Channel Scaler. You can go through that and you get your updates easily and take advantage of it as much as possible. So getting set up takes about a minute. You register once with your D&H account number. Our Dell specialist reaches out to you with your access instructions. And from there on, it's just 2 clicks to the mini website and then track your CTO. So if you take one action from this slide, ask your D&H team for channel access to the alert today. So last one from me before I hand it over to Mike. And this is the one that quietly adds the most margin to your deal's services. Support is where a hardware sale turns into a lasting relationship. So attach the right pro support tier on every single opportunity. Basic hardware services covers business or help and next business day parts. And pro support steps up to 24-hour-by-7 access, in-region experts, and on-site repair. But at Pro Support Plus adds proactive, predictive monitoring that catches problems before they cause downtime. And it includes accidental damage coverage, which is a major selling point, especially on mobile fleets. So more attach means more margin for you, stickier customers, and fewer escalations landing on your help desk. So don't leave it off the code. And if you're not sure which tier fits given the end user, come to us and we'll help you match it. And there's one more piece where I wanted you to know about as well, that D&H's own value-add services, kitting, configuration, and white glove. We ship turnkey devices out of our integration and white glove service centers. Imaging and autopilot and asset tagging is all included, with also laser etching and kitting as well. So hardware and software configurations are all part of it. We configured about 46,000 units in the last 12 months. So if your team is unboxing and imaging machines in the back room, stop. Let us do it and ship it and we can be ready to deploy. All right. That's the D&H side of the house. Now I want to hand it over to my colleague, Mike Jessup, our business development manager and program manager for Frontier, who is going to walk you through the portal himself and the program. Mike, over to you, buddy.
Thanks, Osama. So we at D&H have just started a brand new incentive program for buying Dell through D&H. It's called Frontier. So if you know anything about how Dell categorizes their buyers, there's an authorized partner, and then there's gold. It goes up to platinum and titanium as well. Dell offers really nice rewards every quarter whenever you are a gold partner, but they do not offer any sort of rewards or incentives for what are considered authorized partners. An authorized partner is anyone who spends less than $550,000 per year, fiscal year, which runs from February through the following January. So if you sell 550K and 82,000 of that is in services, take a test, take a quiz, you get to be a gold partner, and Dell really takes care of you. Where D&H comes in is D&H will actually offer you some incentives and some rewards for being an authorized partner. So you don't necessarily have to spend an arm and a leg to get something in return. So the next page is going to be a quick chart of what D&H offers when you buy Dell through D&H. There's a lot of things here, but the biggest thing to remember is that if you get to $100,000 in sales for D&H through, or for Dell through D&H, we're going to put $500 credit on your account as a thank you for buying Dell through D&H. So the numbers to remember, $100,000 in sales before the end of January of next year, we'll put $500 credit on your account. If you get up to $250,000, we're going to put $1,000 on your account. So if you spend a little more, you get a little more. If you are already a gold partner with Dell and you get to 550K, we're going to put $5,000 on your account. So there are different levels at 150, 300, and 550 in order to get some returns. The other things that D&H can offer are marketing materials. So I don't know how many of you who are on the webinar may know. We can go over this in detail later if you'd like, but Dell is actually changing the names of their computers again this fall, moving from the Dell Pro Plus, the Dell Pro Max, the Dell Pro Premium, over to a new naming convention this fall. As a member of Frontier, we can actually get you on a webinar with experts at Dell to tell you the differences, the similarities between the older lines and the newer lines so that you can accurately quote your customer whenever they're looking for something brand new out of the box. So we can offer you financial incentives. We can offer you access to D&H experts, whether it's server, storage, or client. And we can also offer you experts at Dell in an effort to make sure that you get your clients what they need. When it comes to profitability, the incentives cover everything. Client devices, desktop, laptop, dock, monitor, servers, storage, peripherals. If you buy keyboards, mice, webcams, headphones, it all counts toward Frontier. If you bundle it all together, it's a really good thing to do. The opportunities are there. It doesn't have to be all at once. You just have to reach these incentives over a 12-month time frame, and every little bit counts. So I'd be happy to answer questions at the end of the webinar about Frontier, about the incentives. Osama, thank you so much. Back to you.
Thank you, Mike. So also, I think a few things to mention about is the financial support and marketing, the core marketing campaign assets and everything that can be grown through Frontier as well. Like, again, if you have any questions regarding Frontier, please bring it up to Mike and myself, and we can go from there. But I want to bring this home. And if you do nothing else today after this session, is just a couple of things I want you to take with you. One, register your deals with D&H. That protects your margin on every opportunity. Get channel scalar access so you can track your configure to order bills without chasing everyone. 3, attach pro support on every opportunity, because more attach means more margin, stickier customers. And the 4th one really is to talk to Mike or myself about Frontier, so you're earning on the Dell business you're already doing instead of waiting to hit gold. So one contact, the full Dell portfolio, including storage, and a 30-person team standing just behind you. That what makes you faster, more competitive, and more profitable. So everything is at www.dnh.ca/Dell. You can reach out to our team at our aliases or come to me directly. At my phone number is mentioned, my email is mentioned. So all of those links are in your resource windows. And again, if you have any questions right now moving forward, please don't hesitate to reach out to us and we'll be happy to answer. And in the meantime, right now, I'll give you a few minutes. If you have any questions that you want to post on the Q&A side, we'll be happy to answer you guys. Mike, anything if you want to interject me or add while we wait for any
Sure.
questions to pop in.
Absolutely. So when it comes to deal registrations as well, it's really important to keep in mind that there are minimums that are expected and required when you register a deal. So if you register a deal for servers or for storage, it's 15,000, but that's MSRP.
Yes.
Also, if you are registering for client endpoint, desktop, laptop, dock, monitor, that's $20,000. That's 20,000 MSRP. So it doesn't necessarily need to be the pricing you see on D&H or anywhere else. It's the MSRP, and it doesn't have to be spent all at once either. It can also be anywhere between a 3 to 6 month time frame. So if your client spends 5,000 here, 6,000 there, 1,000 more, it all counts. As long as we reach that minimum of 15 or 20 MSRP, we can register that deal.
That's awesome. Christian Catan has a question for you, Mike.
Absolutely. I can forward the Frontier PDF slide to you. After the webinar is over, it includes all of the incentives there. I'll get some email addresses from Osama after this is over. I'd be more than happy to send that over to you. I'll also send over registration instructions. All of the things that we've talked about today can be found on the D&H website.
Yep.
There's a little manufacturer's button. There's a drop down. You'll see the Dell button. When you click on the Dell button, you will see the Track My CTO, the Frontier, the deal registration. So Dell is really trying, or excuse me, D&H is really trying to be a one-stop shop for Dell. You go on one page and you'll see everything you need.
Perfect. So just to let everyone know, as Christian Catan had a question about the Frontier PDF slides being shared, definitely Mike Jessup is going to be doing that. Saurabh, you have a question about, for any pre-sale support, does D&H team have their own solution architects who support the VARs, or will they be able to get the support from Dell? Good question. We do have our own solution architects, funny enough. They're kind of like me, ex-Dell guys, and they will be able to assist you guys if you have any questions regarding pre-configuration, talking to the customers, and they will help you, guide you on that too. On the same side, we definitely still get the same support level from Dell as well. So if you want, we can also engage the dedicated TSRs or solution architects from Dell while we're on the phone calls with them. So we have support from all the angles.
Sorry about that, Osama. That goes for server, storage, or for client. So if you have a desktop or laptop you need to build, or if you're getting an error message on the configurator when you're building a server, we have people at D&H and at Dell that we can reach out to. Yeah. But that is their entire job, guys, is to help you build the desktop or laptop you need when you run into an issue, or to help you find out why that server is not going to be delivered until December. If there's a certain part that is not readily available, we have people who can find the part that will get it shipped sooner, or that is just as compatible as the one that's not going to ship till December. Yeah. So we've got an entire staff of people just to help do that for you. And they are not shy about getting on the phone or getting on a Teams meeting. I've done it many times. You could share your screen and we could build it together.
Yes, so definitely, like, having access to DSC from our side, like, we can show you the bills, we can talk to it together, and whatever the changes need to be regarding the lead times or anything with the pricing piece as well, we can all work in tandem and be transparent as much as possible. And again, I just want to mention a few more things. So if you have any concerns about what the new models are going to look like, what the pricing might be, again, those once we do have it in stock, you will be able to have some access to it. But if you want some details regarding that, some roadmaps, we can get those for you too, and some compatible literature that you can share with your customers at the same time.
One more thing, if you don't mind, when it comes to deal registrations, why it's really important to register a deal. When a registration is approved, you have the lowest price on the market for your end user for the units you register. Nobody can undercut you, not Dell Direct, not another reseller. You're the only game in town when you get an approved registration. I've seen discounts 20, 25, 30, 35% off what D&H offers already. So you can pass that savings on to your client. You can take more margin or some combination of both. When you have an approved deal registration, the pricing is really, really good. Does anyone have any questions about registering a deal or what qualifies or anything like that?
Yep.
Be happy to answer.
Definitely. So while we wait for more questions, Mike, may I ask you something? So let's say if I get my deal registered today, and before it expires, can I extend it on my own, or who do I reach out to?
So one of the great things about registering a deal through D&H is once you fill out the one form, the one-page form on D&H's website, you don't have to do anything else. The team at D&H takes care of the registration entirely. The registration lasts for 3 months, but you get one free extension. So we'll extend it for you for another 3 months. So basically, you get 6 months of the lowest price possible for your client. Then after that 6 months is up, we get notification that it's about to expire. We will resubmit the registration for you. It'll have a new number. It'll be a new registration, but all else will stay the same. We can add product for you. We can change product for you. We can add quantity. We can really take care of the registration for you, saving you time and energy. You don't have to worry about it.
Perfect. I like that. I mean, again, one-stop shop for everything there. All right, team, if there's no more questions, again, I want to thank you, Mike, and thank you all for spending the afternoon with us. Please do watch out for your inbox. We'll be following up with your recordings and the deck as well. And we'll also announce the winner for the Dell Pro 14 Plus portable monitor as well. My name is Osama Khalid. Let's close on value, support, and growth. And let's keep building your Dell business together, and have a great rest of your day. Thank you all.